sang her songs when I was little. And she has a really radical story. So we'll welcome up Jana Alayra.
You know, you can't really tell what people are thinking sometimes. People are good thinkers. You can't, as the old saying goes, you can't read a book by its cover. Those are kids. And the first kids I met did not like me because I was a goody two-shoes, and they bullied me in the locker room, scared me to death, told me they were going to chase me down and beat me up after school. Well, this one girl was brave enough to come to my rescue and be my friend. Her name was Lori, and we became besties. And then as a junior in high school, right before Christmas, unexpectedly, inexplicably, to this day, she killed herself. She hung herself in her bathroom. This was my best friend. To this day, we don't know why. We just don't know what somebody is thinking. I cared a lot about my weight, to the point where I heard about this little trick you could do where you eat and then you uneat. And I did that through the gymnastics season, through the rest of my high school career, for 13 years. I was smiling on the outside. I was a Christian girl. You just never know what's going on in somebody's mind. Fast forward a few years, God gave me a second chance. I married this awesome friend of mine who's a drummer. We start making this music. We have a new baby together, and we start making some of the music that you guys, some of you kids who grew up in the church, jump into the light. Right when that kind of ministry is taking off and it's looking really good, we have this, my husband and I have this daughter together. We were on our way to Saddleback Church, which some of you might be familiar with, to do a concert there. I'd never done a concert there. And in the blink of an eye, my worst nightmare happens. We were in a car accident. My daughter, who was 4 years old, sitting right behind me, she was killed in the blink of an eye. Well, none of this stuff is anything I ever would have written into my story for life. I didn't want any of that. But you know what? The hard things in life are sometimes the treasures in our life. Because that verse that you have on your thing today is true. In this life you will have trouble, but I've overcome the world. In every one of those situations, Christ overcame. You know, God can take the worst thing in your life, the worst decision you ever make, the worst tragedy in your life, take that trash and turn it into treasure for the kingdom.